Have a seat. We have some gifts for you from all of us, and some special things that other people brought, and then we are going to have a few words by a few key speakers. So.
One size does not fit all.
This might be themed. Another helmet. You can't wear that one. It's such a Christmas time. You should open it. So pretty cool. All right. What?
Looks a little Biggie Smalls.
Ringo. So everyone knows that Ringo Starr was Karen's first show, right? That first day she worked, we had a concert, so it's kind of one of those, like, it's not always going to be like this moments. And I got to meet Todd Rundgren.
That's right, that was his all-star band.
Never, Joe was the only one that got to see Ringo. I never got to see the movie.
I unplugged it.
Breeden's pal. Breeden. They gave her the Sloopy movie.
Nice.
You can watch that at home over and over and over.
Does he know Ringo Starr? You never Ringo Starr?
I use a lot of things. I've been told.
Do those have the rubber soles on them so she doesn't slip and fall?
No, they're not going to work at all. You might have to wear a couple of these things. Good job, you got it. One more. There we go. Yay! This is your chocolate, but then this is something fun. You're going to need to put that on.
Oh my God.
So you guys know she's been walking around all week saying, and when people ask her, she's like, I've been at the university 34 years, 5 months, 6 days, 3 minutes, and 26 seconds. So.
That's a solid Wednesday morning look right there.
Retired people should lounge. Right?
Gotta get the bling on the outside.
That's good.
Oh, that is awesome.
She's gonna walk out like this.
Wearing that for weeks.
Uh-huh.
Tracy got this special for you. You'll like it. Oh, that's for your cake. That was for me.
Thanks for love.
You love it. Where's Tracy?
For those of you who don't know, Karen is a huge QFM 96 listener.
Nice.
So she's like our QFM monitor. So I called the guys over there and I said that Karen was retiring and They special ordered the homage shirt for QFM for her, and then put a couple other items in there.
Did you catch
I've
that?
never had a cute T-shirt ever.
And
In all these years.
they don't make these anymore. They don't make them anymore. You have the one.
Yeah, they did a special edition for their birthday this year. This past
Wow.
year.
I think David has one.
Now you got your own.
My face.
Were they bigger?
You can put those to use.
Oh!
Nice.
Cool. Now I have to go back and get Gator because I ran out.
Keep opening.
And then they wrote you a card.
John's fire
So I didn't read it because it's sealed.
Nice. You're the number one listener.
Except I'm not crazy about Gator.
You're here.
Check that out. Oh my God.
What does it say?
Thanks for being a loyal listener and congratulations on your retirement. Karen, thanks for listening. Rock on.
Is it signed by Tor?
Enjoy. Yes.
You like it better now.
That's awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's so cool.
So this is a little bucket of Minions, so that you can have Minions at home like you had at work. And I think this one could be you. So these are the hilarious. They all will help you retire at home. And so the couple words I was going to say about Karen is that Karen has always been a good friend and a professional coach, even when I didn't want to be coached. And she always listens to me, and she has been a wonderful friend to me. And I will miss her tremendously. But she's not leaving the planet. We're going to still see her. So you guys may know that over in Crew Catering, there are 2 Rolling Stone images because there originally was just one, and Karen pointed that out, so we did correct that at her request and in her honor. So on that note, should be already open.
Way too smart.
Haven't even taken it off.
My husband will go bananas.
Is that a blanket?
Is that a blanket?
Pictures from the Rolling Stone Stadium tour, including the logo with the field on it. Which I was surprised, it was surprisingly easy for me to order without any waivers from Channel.
Here, here.
There you go.
Wow.
That's sweet.
Thank you, thank you.
Is this on? All right, so Aunt Karen, I got a brown bag for you.
Love brown bags.
Yeah, me too. Story, quick one on that. Apparently, it was years ago, you told me about 12 years of age, Elijah Craig, and how good it was, and I believed you. And I went looking for it, and I've actually been looking for it for a while, but they don't make it anymore. Me and Ross just found that out at the liquor store about 10 minutes ago. So they make Elijah Craig, they just do the small batch, and that's the, you know. So right now, that's
Friends do I have now?
a lot of friends. And I'll let Ross hand off his real quick, and then I'll just say a couple words.
The story behind this is I don't drink with Karen anymore because I didn't make it to work the next day. I did that.
Yeah, it's
That's your favorite, and that's what got me sideways that night.
That's someone said about 5 minutes ago that or no, you did. You're out of Jaeger. Well, that's fixed.
This halftime is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
This one will help both with what you like for day drinking and your Halloween.
Yeah. See, the bar's restocked. This could be a good afternoon.
Holy moly.
And you know, I just prepared a couple words here. It's taking me about a couple minutes to say here, and then I'll move on and let someone else say something. Aunt Karen, I've known for about 16 years now. Started calling you Aunt Karen a while ago after spinning you around on the dance floor at Dick's Den when Dirty Billy was playing. There's a small group of us, too small, I think, who've been able to experience such a good time with the Aunt Karen Dirty Billy Dick's Den experience. I think we should coin that. I've not, sadly, been there in quite some time due to some record seasons, a wife and kids, and life and stuff. But the last time I think I was there, Colin and I helped hold a street sign up for a little while until about 3 or 4 in the morning.
We were solving world's problems.
We solved every one of them, and then his wife and my girlfriend at the time, now my wife, grounded us for a little while. And I was thinking, like, when was the last time I was there? Because every time it's like, oh, it's a game, it's an event. And then it was like, oh, shit, excuse my French. It was actually when we got in big trouble.
I know, now I have no one to play with.
Well, hopefully our schedules open up a little bit. But we've been on the oldest internal work group as a couple of the oldest members for so long. Karen and I, we share some of the same loves. Enjoying the company of friends and family and a fun atmosphere where the spirits are flowing and the party lights are glowing.
Poetic.
Well, I'm a poet. I know it. When you work with people you like for such a long period of time, you become family quite easily. I'll miss your sarcasm, your humor, your wit. Yeah. Your help with any P-Rec, E-Rec, P-Card, Peanut M&M fix. I love you, Aunt Karen, and I know I'm not the only one. So, what am I getting emotional for?
I don't know, would you write my retirement speech?
Yeah, I will. I'll do it for you. Congrats. God bless. Enjoy it. You deserve all the best because you are the best. So, let's raise our non-alcoholic beverages and pretend they are alcoholic. Cheers, Aunt Karen. This is... Oh. Yeah. See, that takes the tears away.
I may never come out of the coma then. See you Friday. Oh, thank you.
Say Aunt Karen, everybody. Yep, I can be done now. A word, gentlemen? I actually was going to pour one in. Cheers.
What is that? What is this?
That's special juice.
Freyshine. Wow. Is that trademark? Awesome. Tim's a tough act to follow, but I just wanted to say, Karen, I always think of Karen as our dead mom. And, when she started for us, she came to rescue Joe from payroll, right? So she was a very welcome person because prior to Karen, we had lots and lots of payroll issues. We probably still have some, but in the early dark days, it was really dark because we were trying to ship payroll off to St. John Arena, and you know how much our partners in athletics like the work we create for them. Sorry, Jen. But that was the truth, and Karen came and helped us solve that challenge. She's been a great member of our team and our family. We're going to miss you a ton, but we're glad you're still here in town. Looks like you got some things to do here, but you're going to be hard to replace, but you will never be forgotten. So thank you.
Okay. Now for the non-funny part of the program. All right. Just there you go. At least you made something funny. Well, when we were looking to hire Karen's position, she was recommended very highly by two people, Sharon Roan and Susan Henderson. And I'm like, are you sure she's going to want to come over here and do this? But the interesting thing is, Karen was at the Ohio Union. She had this great office, great view,
Window.
normal hours, normal human hours, and then came to us. But fortunately, we were fortunate. The first day she came to work for us was the Ringo Starr and his all-star band. So we brought her down, and she got to meet Todd Rundgren, hand him a T-shirt, and so on. So we told her it's like this every day. Don't worry about it. It's like this every day. And then the next day she got to do payroll, so which I had been doing for 6 months. Now I don't know a little bit of my history. I came from a very high-level position at the convention center to doing payroll, and it was pretty shocking. I got to admit. But Karen, the thing that I appreciated the most was Karen's appreciation of my dilemma. She came in and I would try to explain to Mike and everybody that was willing to listen about what a problem this was, but Karen knew how to do it, and she started doing it I came and saw her, and she goes, "Oh my God, what have you been doing? I can't believe you had to do this by yourself." And I go, "I can't believe you have to do it by yourself." So as we were doing it, as Mike said, we got it in order. We got some things. We started being able to do some real business, finance, accounting stuff. And then, so when we went to teach Karen how to do event settlements, one of the things I forget it was a show. The only thing I know for sure is it was a Michael Balkin show. So we went through it over and over, and I'm like, I was sure this settlement is right. And so as we're going through it, we go down there, and Michael looks at it, and he goes, "Joe," he goes, "how many settlements do you and I think we did together?" He goes, my estimate's about 200. And he goes, "There's only one thing wrong with this settlement." He goes, "Can you tell what it is?" And I go, "Well, Karen did it. I went through it a number of times." So I thought it was right. And she spelled Belkin wrong. That was the only thing wrong was the settlement. She spelled it Belken instead of Blkin. So.
And he's only forgiven me within the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. No, he's become a kinder, gentler soul over as he's aged, as we've all seen. But then just through some of the other travails of Karen's with us, Karen's had a few, slips and falls. What we'd like to call slips and falls. One of the more interesting ones was when she went down to the P.J. Dick room by herself. That was just stupid. And comes back up, and she's kind of almost looks like she's drunk, like she already drank the stuff that's here. And I go, "Well, what happened?" She goes, "Well, I needed to get on a high shelf, and I got one of these rolling office chairs, and I stood on it and rolled, and obviously I fell, right?" And I think, we weren't sure you didn't have a concussion or whatever. So then another time, Karen calls me and says, "Hey, I'm not going to be in for a few days. I got ran over by a bunch of kids on bikes." Little. So, and yeah, literally. And then, yeah, she wasn't kidding. She came in the next day. She looked like she got ran over by a bike. So then another time, Karen, we're like, "Where's Karen?" No Karen. So it's noon, and it's really weird. If she's not feeling well, she usually calls in, so on and so forth. When we finally get a call from David, her husband, she fell in her driveway. And I think you lost your memory. Some of this isn't funny, but it's funny now because she's okay. But I believe that time she was out for 8 weeks because I got that week and I didn't know who she was.
That's right.
Yeah.
That was July.
Yeah, she was out for a while. She called me once during that thing, and it was total garble. I mean, it was like, I'm like, really? So, but yeah, so I mean, it's really been fun taking you through this little journey with Karen.
Wasn't there the time that she drove herself to the hospital?
Which time?
You did too. You drove yourself to the hospital when you thought you had the heart attack.
Yeah, that's within the last 2 years.
Oh, that was another. I think that's been since I've been gone.
Your doctor called and said they saw something on your hospital.
Oh, yeah. That was,
Well, there was oh yeah. That was my last one where Karen fell. I was talking to Karen in the morning. We had this ritual where I'd stand in her doorway and talk to her. And she was talking to me sitting in her chair. And then the next thing you know, she goes, and by the way, and just falls. Head first. And I didn't know what was going on. I thought she was having a heart attack. So I'm yelling, Mel, call an ambulance. And I'm starting to do CPR. Fortunately, she had just fainted. But when she woke up and looked at me, she goes, what's Joe doing in my bedroom? She thought that. She didn't say it, but that's what. So yeah. But and then yeah. So, but I think that was the last one. I think the other one was post Joe. So, but in all of it, just like everybody says, Karen is family. Andy made a comment. Andy Heat made a comment right when I walked on. He goes, "It's the end of an institution," and he's absolutely right. I'm gonna really miss you. I love you.
If anybody else, I don't want to hold you up. Otherwise, the arena guy would like to interview you, please. And then we are going to be followed up by a meet and greet with the artist. So you can have your photos taken. We will share. Good?
Yes.
All right.
The artist formerly known as Karen.
Tag, take it away.
Yeah. All right, so 3 or 4 minutes with Karen, get her thoughts on this, her retirement. You know, before I came here, I had a radio show, and I had celebrities on every day, and people would always ask me, who has eluded you? Did you really want to interview that you haven't? And I always said Karen Ricard, and my dream today is coming true. So tell us about that countdown you had on your door. I would walk by, and others would walk by, and we'd get really sad, and we'd pop in, and we'd see a big smile on your face.
Well, it started at 83, and now it's down to 3. What more can I say?
So after 34 and a half years at the university, about 17 here, seriously, what's going through your head today as you're winding down your wonderful time here?
Well, I just love all y'all, and I'm going to miss everybody really bad. I'm not going to miss getting up, and I'm not going to miss settlements and all that stuff, but I will miss all of you because we are a family. Dysfunctional at times, but nonetheless.
And Joe said you are an institution. A lot of us belong in one. So a lot of people have mentioned your first day, the Ringo Starr Show and his All-Star Band, and I know that was really exciting. I know that you're a big classic rock fan. Your husband plays in a band that plays a lot of your favorite songs. Share some of that memories of that first day working here.
All I remember is Todd Rundgren.
Did you have a little bit of this beforehand?
No, Joe wouldn't let me. No. No, it was just, I didn't know what to expect because it was my first day. Yeah. So, I don't know.
Pretty fun. I mean, you didn't do that in your other job.
I did not do that in my other job. No.
So, quickly, what were the early days here like at the Shad? You weren't one of the original staff members, but you were pretty close. So what was it like in the early days for you?
It was interesting and busy. Bailing Joe out of the payroll dilemma that he was in took a minute or two. And then I was doing all the hiring at the time, so there was a lot of hiring paperwork. I was just busy all the time, which was great. Doug Clay was still here when I first came, so my office was in the little, I don't know what you call it, little office thing. And once he retired, then I moved into his office, but those were the early days.
Pretty cool. I, too, have a Dick's Den story with Karen, helping her celebrate her birthday a couple years ago. And there were a bunch of college kids there that night, and they were trying to get Karen to twerk.
That is not exactly true.
That is true. They tried to get you to twerk, but you refused. That part is true. But she loves to dance, especially after she's had a few of these. And so she was dancing up a storm. And one of the college kids came up to me and said, "Your wife is so much fun." And I said, "She has a lot of fun, but she's not my wife." And he said, "Well, by the way she's looking at you." I won't finish what he said.
I said by that time my eyes were crossed.
And yeah, he said, "By the way, she's looking at you," and then I won't finish the sentence. But it was it was a fun evening. So listen, as we wrap this up here, what are you going to miss most?
The people, obviously. I mean, you guys have been my family for a very, very, very long time, and I'm gonna miss everyone. People have come and gone, and you're still here, and I love you.
Oh, that's awesome. And to my wife, I'm going to miss you too. And so we're going to miss you.
So I will not be lost forever. As a matter of fact, I'll probably just come in to annoy everybody.
Well, congratulations to you. We want to give a big shout out to Leslie and Mel for planning this incredible party and get all the gifts and everything. And now the fun for us is we all get a photo with you in your retirement garb. And so in just a second, we'll have you against that wall, and we can form a line, and everybody please get a photo with Karen. So any last thing you want to say to the staff here at The Shot?
Au revoir.
Thank you, Karen.